Let's face it, pride has a bad rep. After all, it's on the list of the 7 deadly sins. But what if I told you that pride can also be a virtue? How much pride or love for yourself are you allowed to have before vanity and arrogance take control? How much is too much or too little? Let's discuss. Today, I'll be picking the beautiful minds of Nashville, Tennessee's Adam James and beauty professional Crystallia of Rochester, New York's Salon, Crystallia. My name's Amanda Ashley, and this is Afternoon Cocktail, episode 23, Authentic Pride. Welcome. Mr. Adam James, what up?
Hey, how's it going?
Pretty good. How are you doing?
Doing well. I'm breathing.
Yeah,
That's a
me too.
thing.
It is a beautiful thing. What music are you gonna breathe into our lives?
Well, the first song I'm going to do is one called Hurry Up and Take Our Time that I wrote with my good buddy Brett Burwager. And I released this as a single at the beginning of April, and it was actually on an episode of The Young and the Restless. And they used it for a sex scene, and when I play it, you'll hear why. But I thought that was like the best possible use of this song. So that was pretty awesome. But it's been doing really great, and it's just yeah. So you'll hear it.
Awesome. Take it away.
Slide that dress off your shoulder. Come on, move a little closer. All I wanna do is hold you. 'Cause girl, it's been a while since we shared a little time alone. Slipped away to where we wanna go. Brought it back to what we know. Just you and I. Well, these are moments they pass, never seem to last as long as we would like. So let's soak it all in, just a skin on skin underneath the soft moonlight. No need to rush it. All we got is all night. So baby, let's hurry up and take our time. I'm gonna slide my arm around your waist and pull you close so I can get a taste. Ain't a damn thing standing in the way of you and I tonight. Lay you down so I'm above you. Gonna kiss, caress, and love you. There's so much to rediscover, and it feels like the first time. Well, these are moments they pass, never seem to last as long as we would like. So let's soak it all in, just skin on skin underneath the soft moonlight. No need to rush it. All we got is all night. So, baby, let's hurry up and take our time. So, baby, let's hurry up and take our time. Please, baby, don't say no, 'cause I'll surely go crazy.
Mr. Adam James, all the way from Nashville, Tennessee. Adam, what's it like to have soap operas do the nasty to your song?
It's awesome. It's a great, I think what, when we wrote that song, it was like, this is, it's a mood song, obviously. And the fact that they chose to use it for that particular scene, I was like, yes.
Yeah, a little pride, right?
Well, it's a cool feeling being able to tell people, hey, and I've had several songs on the show, but they weren't featured like this one was, and so it definitely had an effect on how many people heard it and decided to seek it out. And there were a bunch of people on Twitter and such that were really like, what is this song, where can I find it, and that was a really cool thing. I started talking to the supervisor of the show and the music supervisor, and so it was just a really cool, just a really great feeling, and
Sure.
the good kind of pride, I would say. The good kind.
Of course, yeah. So now, I mean, you said you've had a few of your songs featured in The Young and Restless, but what about, I mean, have you had your music featured in like other shows or movies, soundtracks even?
Well, I did have another, like a cover that I did get used in a Hallmark movie over Thanksgiving, which was really cool, which was really and same thing. It was really upfront. It was featured. The characters were like dancing to it. I was like, I never thought that the night that I was putting that together and recording it, that there'd be TV people dancing to it. It was just like awesome. So
It's so cool.
yeah. So that I've done some music and sounds for some video games actually in the past year or two, which was really fun. So I've been really trying to do more of the sync licensing thing. I started a sync licensing company called Sonic Alchemy that I've been using sort of to push my my music for TV and all that sort of thing. So
Good stuff. I mean, congratulations on your
Thank you.
success. I mean,
Thank
it's awesome. It's great to see you doing well. So, I mean, you've turned your focus quite a bit. I mean, you're still performing, but when I first met you, you were more focused on performing than you are now. It seems like you're more into recording, writing, producing. Can you tell us a little bit about the projects you have in the works?
Yeah, I've decided I actually, it's kind of funny you say that, because I've decided I want to be an artist again. And so I've been trying to release more music. And I'm going to have another single coming up this month. So I need to, I'm going to get that happening. I need to just get my crap together and get it out there. But so yeah, I'm trying to release more music of my own, but I'm also working on some some stuff for, in anticipation for some other sync things. I've got a couple records that I'm producing for people, and so we're kind of in the beginning stages of that right now. And just trying to stay motivated and trying to stay inspired, and you know all that kind of stuff.
So, I mean, you've had quite a life change, that surely has impacted your time. I mean, you're a brand new father. Congratulations. I mean, your son's about to be one, and
Thank
he's
you.
beautiful, really, really adorable. Such a cutie.
He is cute.
I mean, how is he? Yeah, he's very cute. How has he changed your writing, your perspective, everything?
Well, it's definitely a bit of an attitude adjuster when once you, as you know, once you have kids, and so you have to kind of uh, you can't just be about yourself anymore, and it's definitely had an effect on my writing. Um, I tend to be, I actually tend to be a little more choosy about the co-writes I take now, and I'm more into it. At one point, I was writing every single day, if not twice, so even sometimes three times a day. And I got kind of burned out doing it that much. And I think that there were a lot of songs I was writing that were just like, they were just okay songs. It's not like they were great. It's not like that they were even terrible. They were just like, well, this is okay. And I'm I really try to just push more of a quality than quantity thing now, and I feel like it's a lot more inspiring uh to do it because of that. And part of that is because I don't have as much time to write as I used to have, and so because of the boy child, and because I don't live in my studio anymore. I have a house now. I live in a house, and I drive into my studio to work, and so my work schedules had to reflect that a bit, and so that's definitely. But I feel like I'm in addition to changing my perspective on writing, I'm also just a little more efficient with my time and the
Sure.
projects that I want to take on.
You have to
So
be.
yeah.
That's one thing I've definitely encountered since I had my son. It definitely, changes everything. And you realize how valuable time is.
Hmm.
And on so many different levels. You realize how little an hour to 3 hours really is.
Hmm.
Also, you realize how fast time goes. It's crazy. Time is like the one thing that really continues to blow my mind. Like my son's going to be 4. We were just talking about this, and it's like I remember when he was an infant and when we were celebrating his first birthday and the fact that we survived, like not, destroying a life of a little human, in that first year. It's so hard.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's part of our evolution, and it'll continue to inspire you in ways that like you just never even imagined. So
Yeah.
let's talk about, I mean, our current situation is insane. I mean, poor Nashville. Like, I mean, I have a lot of friends, including you out there. I mean, the past 4 months have been insane for you guys out there between tornadoes and then, COVID-19 hitting. And, now we got riots all over the country. I mean, there's staples. I saw on your Facebook page that you posted Douglas Corner was a place that was near and dear to your heart, that helped you get a start in some ways. A lot of music venues are closing down, concerts are canceled. What do you believe the future holds for a city like Nashville, like where it thrives off of entertainment and bar and lounge business, like what do you see in your opinion, like where do you think the future lies for it?
I mean, I think things are going to get back to normal eventually. I don't see that really changing any more than it would in a place like Vegas. That's all about casinos and entertainment and stuff like that. I mean, it's not a matter of if. I think it's a matter of when. And I think that um, once people feel a little more comfortable going back out, they'll be okay. Things will get back to normal.
Yeah, I sure hope so. I mean, I
Yeah.
saw, was it not the country music? They usually have like a big concert annually, like that got canceled. Bonnaroo. I mean, I was supposed to go. This was the one year I was like all stoked to be a dirty hippie, and my those dreams got shattered real quick. You know, I was like, yes, I'm 35 now, and I'm gonna go do my first hippie experience and be
You know,
dirty. And
you're never too old to start doing stuff like that. In fact, I think it's a good thing to constantly be experiencing things like that, even into your middle to late age. You know,
yeah. No,
so.
sure. I was just like, man, the lineup was so killer, and like, I just wanted to cry. Now it's, I don't know what's, we're not going. I mean, I'm not going. So, all right. Well, so today I have business professional Crystallia coming on after you to interview. She's a beauty professional. Um, how image and appearance are, you know, a pretty big part of being a musician. I mean, I believe, you know, like it's, you gotta project a certain type of image, and especially in Nashville where you're a dime a dozen with, you know, you're surrounded by immense talent, and then you have big record executives living in a city like Nashville. I mean, how is it a lot of pressure to live up to a certain standard or a certain image, or to portray yourself in a certain way when you're outperforming?
I'm not gonna lie. I've definitely relaxed my my standards on that a little bit. Um, I still won't go out in sweatpants, but you know, I'm definitely not like, I don't know, like especially since Rhett has been born. Like I haven't been going to the gym, and now that the COVID thing's a thing, it's like I really miss going to the gym. But I'm not like a workout at home kind of person. So it's
Yeah,
just like I've tried to do it and it just never works out for me. So um, I mean, I think that there will always be that's always been a thing and will always be a thing. Um, but I think that there are a lot of people, especially nowadays, that everything is a lot more decentralized. There are people that are not traditionally good-looking people that are able to have an audience because, you know, again, it's everything is kind of decentralized, and it's not like it used to be where if major labels don't like you, you don't have a career. Um, I went to see this guy, John Morland, a couple years ago. Incredible songwriter, just unbelievable songwriter. And the dude is like 350 pounds, and he's not a good looking guy, but God, his songs are incredible. And he just sits there on stage and he plays, and you're just like, how does this come out of this guy? And it's like the songs are just so deep and they're so heavy, and you're like, man, I need to listen to some Justin Bieber now to just kind of like, but it's incredible stuff. And the guy has a bit of a, he's got a following regardless of what he looks like, you know? And
yeah,
I think it's kind of a good thing that the decentralization of a lot of this stuff is good, because it means that if you're not like a good looking person, you don't have a career because, oh, you got to make videos. And so I think it's probably better than it has been in a lot of ways in that respect. But with that said, I would still like to, it's been a while since I'm starting to get like a mullet back here. So
I'll have to
if
ship Crystal to
I was
Nashville
going to
for
say,
you.
Crystal, do you do virtual haircuts? Cause you know, that would be,
She'll
I,
find a way. If there's any person I know, she'll figure it out.
I'm used to kind of changing up my look depending, because I used to have really long hair, like past my shoulders hair. And so I got used to getting my hair cut like once, twice a year. And it like once my hair got shorter, I had to kind of adjust to going to get my hair cut more. And I'm still not, I still have to be like, oh, geez, this is getting kind of long. I probably need to take care of that. But, you know, so I'm used to
Right.
kind of being like, oh, it's getting a little long. That thing I was doing last week with it doesn't work anymore because it. So I'm like, okay, done. So,
Well, you still look good, Adam. Don't worry.
you know.
Hey, so where can our audience find out more about you and be directed to your music?
Well, my music is on all the major music marketplace music marketplaces like Spotify, Apple Music, iTunes, Google Play. And I'm on there under Adam James Diebold, under my full name, because there are another couple Adam Jameses on there. So if you look me up, you got to look up Adam James Diebold to find my stuff, because I'm secretive like that. So, but they're all on those. I'm on Instagram, Twitter. I've even started using Facebook again. So if you hit me up and tell me that you heard me on the show, we can get to be friends and all that
I
stuff.
like it. Well, we're going to hear more from Adam James Diebold at the end of the program. Adam, thank you so much. And it's
Thank
always
you.
so great to see you. I hope to see you again soon when all this lockdown craziness subsides.
I hope so too.
Yeah.
Thanks
So
for inviting me.
oh, of course, it's really a pleasure. So before we get into our interview with Ms. Crystal Ann, I just want to throw a bone to our sponsors. So we are in season 2 of Afternoon Cocktail, and this season we picked up some really spectacular sponsors, including Electronic Merchant Systems. If you guys are in need of accepting credit card payments or have any questions doing so, the charge card guys are the people to contact. MissRebeccaDodge.com of Untamed Events will help you with all your party planning needs. And Jewish Senior Life, the Jewish Home of Rochester. Cheers to you. I hope all my residents are doing excellent and that your week is off to a great start. So, Crystal Ann, are you there? I think you might be muted. So, I'm bringing on Crystal from Salon Crystallia here in Rochester, New York, to speak with us.
Can you hear me?
I could hear you. Hi, beauty.
Hi, how are you?
Great, good to see you, if
I
even
think so.
virtually. So, Crystal, I mean, tell us, before we get into our conversation, can you tell us a little bit about you, your services that you provide at Salon Crystallia?
Yes. So my name's Crystal Snyder. I own Salon Crystallia. We're located at 2340 Monroe Avenue. This location just celebrated our 1-year anniversary under quarantine. May 5th was our
Yay.
year.
I can't believe it's been a year.
Um, I know. It's been a crazy year to survive a pandemic. Your first year in business is something to be said for that. But so we are a full service salon. I provide mainly skincare, anti-aging skincare. I also do hair. Right now I'm only doing hair because that's all we're allowed to do. We have a master stylist. His name's Lee Pomputis. He spent the last 25 years at Scott Miller. He's been with us since day one. He's amazing. And Michelle Doyle is our color specialist. She has been at a salon in Webster for the last 7 years. I've known Michelle kind of how I met you. She was my customer at James Brown.
Oh my God, so funny. Yes, Crystal and I have known each other for a very long time from like various walks of life. It's crazy.
Kept crossing paths. Yes, like 100 times over. And then you showed up this one. Michelle is our color specialist. She's awesome, super talented. They are going to be coming back to work this week. But we're working kind of alone. So I'm here by myself today. But I'm just happy to be back. So that's what we do here. We're a full service salon. We actually have another girl, Mackenzie Hogarth, who is unable to come back to work at this time because she provides nails and lashes. And so estheticians they're phase 3. So hopefully she'll be joining us again soon too. But she's been super supportive. We have a really great team.
Yeah, and that's one thing that it seems like you take the most pride in, is that you have an amazing team to work with and to kind of back you up. And I love that your salon isn't, like, you're so knowledgeable about skincare, and you keep educating yourself. Like you're constantly educating yourself on everything to keep up with the latest trends and to keep your clients happy and knowledgeable about the stuff that you're learning, which is so great. So, I mean, no doubt this hasn't been an easy road, and like you said, you survived your first year now in a pandemic. I mean, how do you keep yourself moving forward and thriving throughout such hard times?
Well, honestly, in the beginning, it was real easy. Like, I've never been into school at all, ever, except for skincare and in this sort of industry, it's really easy for me to watch videos or take online courses, or it's I'm like addicted to it. But so in the beginning it was super easy because I didn't think it was going to be months on end. So I was like, okay, I'm going to go in and I got certified in hair extensions. Like, okay. So I did all this like random certification, all these like extra classes. And then after about a month, I was like, okay, something's got to give. Like I'm starting to go crazy because there was no end in sight. So luckily I have a true passion for what I do. So it's been easier on me, I think, than a lot of other people going through this, because I love my job. Like, this is my happy place. This is where I want to be. This is it. I'm not like, God, I have to work 12 hours today. I'm like, at the end of the day, don't get me wrong, I'm tired, because at 12 hours on your feet or coming and going or whatever is a lot. It's just 12 hours. But I'm never like, oh God, I have to go to work. Never.
That's great. And that's how it should be, right? That's, hopefully everybody's working the job that they love, like we are, I mean, are you extending?
Yeah.
People are going, I mean, I'm sure you're very excited to reopen, but it's got to be a bit overwhelming. And I mean, everybody needs a haircut really desperately right now. Like, Bo had me cut his hair after drinking like a bottle of wine like 2 weeks ago. And he was like, hey, can you cut my hair right now? And I'm like, I don't think that's a good idea, And I was really nervous. And I was like, this is why people are certified to cut hair, and also not under the influence. So, I mean, are you extending your hours, or are you having to extend your hours? Because you technically have to be by appointment only, right? And you have to abide by all these new rules and regulations. What's it looking like now?
Well, like from the beginning, honestly, on Friday at 1:00, they told us we can open, and that's when they gave us our stipulations and regulations. Up until then, they didn't tell us anything that we had to do or didn't have to do or should do or shouldn't do. The only thing they said was business owners need a complete action. And Bob Duffy from the Chamber of Commerce and they gave suggestions. They didn't say we were going to be mandatory to do or not do. So I just followed along. Luckily, Michelle Doyle is like a news junkie. Me, not so much. And I just Googled after the conference. Like, I'm not sitting through a news conference. Sorry, I just Googled what would change to me in my business, and then Michelle did it. So along the way, I did a whole lot of things to prepare. And some people reached out to me and told me that I was wasting my time and my money and my energy. And those are people that in my opinion, wish they had a clue. Like, it's my salon, and if you know me at all, like, I cannot sit still. So that's how I kept busy. I prepared to open away, so I did things I didn't have to do, but also I was able to open the day of because I did more than I had to do. So I took their suggestions. The only thing I didn't have was a face shield. And now I do, thanks to my amazing accountant. He literally drove from Brighton to Spencerport, from Spencerport to Charlotte to drop me off. Actually, there's one right here. I have to wear this thing when I cut hair. In addition to a mask.
Yeah.
So he dropped off face shield. So I mean, I had the place cleaned. I had it sanitized by a Rochester disinfectant company. I have an LED light that cleans the air of bacteria and viruses. We had to take down our coffee station, and I have stations set up periodically of, like, I don't know if you guys can see it over there. Like, that's like a cleaning station instead of a coffee station. We've always by appointment only, typically. I mean, not that we wouldn't take a walk-in, but in 1 year I've had 2 walk-ins. But so that wasn't too hard. We are spacing out our clients so that way we have time to sanitize and disinfect in between. We're asked to wait in a car until they're called in, so that way we can make sure that we're maintaining social distancing standard. Like, marks on the floor, you're supposed to put like tape, but I thought tape would be ugly, so I didn't want to do that. So I put these on the floor. They're like little crystal C's.
Oh, I love it.
They're like bejeweled C's. So I mean, it is a different dynamic, but we're doing what we have to do. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not, I'm not exactly a rule for, but like, this is my baby. Like if they're telling me I have to do something, I'm gonna do it. And
Right.
that's that. I mean, so
What do
we're
you
working
think?
50% capacity.
Oh, I'm sorry to interrupt. But I was going to say, like,
Oh,
what of these changes do you think are going to be the most difficult to abide by?
um, we're like a really laid back salon. Like as much as like we're really professional, and we're really great at what we do. We like my goal when I opened was to have a very relaxed atmosphere where people didn't feel like they had to dress up to come here. Like very homey. People bring their dogs in, people bring their kids in, people stop and just say hi, or they'll bring us lunch. We have like amazing clients. So that's gonna be the most adjust to like not being such a homey atmosphere. Like at any given time, like my mom and dad might show up with my niece to say hi, or you got a puppy and they want to bring it because they know we love puppies and dogs here. Or a lot of my clients, because I've been in the restaurant industry, restaurants or work at restaurants, they'll drop us lunch or something. So that's going to be the weirdest part, is like not having like just people all.
Yeah, being able to drop in whenever. I mean, they're anticipating a second round
Yeah.
of COVID in October, and I mean, in the event that we possibly go down on lockdown again, or if we don't have a vaccination in place and we experience what we're experiencing right now again, could you give us some advice or like some home remedies that, I mean, how can we make sure we don't look like hot messes during this time for those of us that actually care and don't want to be sitting in, in sweatpants or not showering, like for those of us that want to like kind of look
Feel
half
good.
decent. Yeah, and feel good. I think that's the main thing. Like my sister always busts on me. She's like, Amanda, you're the only person I know like through this pandemic that's like in makeup or in nice clothes. I'm like, it's because I'm trying to live stream. Like I can't look like a mess for you guys, right? So I mean, but like what could we do?
It's so funny that you say that, because before I really, like as a person, used to come to the diner and I'm like, what's this girl's got like a mini skirt on and like full face of makeup? It's like Tuesday at 8 a.m. Like, what the heck is she doing? I
Well,
really was
let me
like,
tell you,
come
I
on.
think
I rolled.
I've always been like that. Like I think it's
And
just,
that's
for me, that's what kicks off my day. That's what makes me feel good. Like when I get ready in the morning, I get ready for my day. And even throughout this pandemic, like I mean, this is just me, I don't expect other people to be like me or to think it's normal, but like I have to shower in the morning. I put on my makeup. I get dressed as if I'm going somewhere no matter what, because that's what makes me feel good about myself. That's what
like,
motivates me to do something with my day. Teach his own. But going back to my question, like, I mean, could you give us like any tips? Like, how could we maintain our hair and make ourselves look like half decent throughout these times?
well, it is tough. I mean, I know it's tough. Like with the hair cutting anyway. And some really interesting selfies and come in and I'm like, okay, well, we're going to have to grow your mohawk back out. There's nothing I can do to help the fact your 4-year-old cut your mohawk. But well, for women, there are honestly, like there are root sprays that there's professional ones that your stylist can get you, but there's also like L'Oreal makes a decent brand. You can get them at CVS, and it literally is like spray painting your roots. So that way your gray hairs are covered. And investing in maybe like Mackenzie sold a whole bunch of like at home manicure kits, stuff like that, just practicing on yourself. I mean, or like just getting up and getting ready for the day. Cause to be honest with you, I didn't very often at all through the pandemic. And that's why I didn't post any videos. I said I was going to. I was like, yeah, I'm going to post videos explaining about all my skincare things. And I was like, oh man, I can't today. Today. And I think like my boyfriend appreciated until the pandemic. Like he's like, so do you have a pair of jeans?
I mean, it's not easy.
Rough,
it's so easy to slip into like just, being comfortable, it's not an easy thing to like just want to do. So
like we would go for walks every day during the pandemic, and she came in and she's like, "Wow, you look really different today." And I'm like, "Because I like have bangs and I'm wearing makeup. Like you're used to seeing me like in gym clothes at Highland Park." But I would say invest in some hats or beards like you, and see, like you know, you don't have your gel nails on. Like either do I. I own a salon. Don't feel bad. And you don't have your roots touched up professionally, and you don't press-ons.
Oh yeah, I've been all about the press-ons. And let me tell you, they suck. Oh, they're awful. I mean, they look actually surprisingly pretty good, but I mean, like, they just fall off. And I am a chronic nail biter. So without the fake nails, like, I just, like, I feel like I can't grip anything or, yeah.
Oh, yeah. I remember that. I remember that about you. I was like putting mulch out in front of my salon, and I was like doing stuff like at home and stuff. Like we're getting ready to sell the house and we're painting and stuff. So I was going to do the same thing, but I was like, there's not a good day for me to put them last. I literally was like mulching. And so I would say for people to like do what you do, get out, get ready, even if it's not like I have gel nails on, my roots are touched up professionally, but do that just so you do, because it does take a toll on you. You're not, you know, to say like if you don't look good that you're not a good person or something like that, or you're not smart or you're not successful.
Well, I think it's easier to slip into depression, you know, like, I mean, obviously, like, everybody, like, the whole joke is like we're all overeating.
The mind.
Yeah, you got to feel good about yourself, no matter what that means. Like, you know, to each person's definition, you know, like, I feel like this is what helps me, you know, like, I just, you know, it helps me. That's my self-care part of it, you know, like aside mentally from taking care of myself and reading and stuff. But like, I think, you know, appearance-wise, like it makes a difference to me, and not to everybody. But, you know, I wanted to share this with you, Crystal, because I think you'll appreciate it. I don't know if you've heard of this stuff. It's called New Skin. I know you like to go tanning like every so often, like I do too. Like I like to have like a base color. This stuff, my neighbor, Megan and Glacy, if you're watching this is my shout out to you. I bought this off of her. It's like a $30 bottle, and it is a tanning like lotion, but it doesn't feel nasty. Like, you know how most of that stuff feels like thick, or you feel dirty, or like you look orangey? Like, I swear to God, this stuff does not make you look like that at all. And even people that are very fair skinned, that like get burnt or can't really tan, it looks pretty natural on too. I really recommend this to anybody. Like, it's called New Skin, Nuskin, Sunright Insta Glow, a tinted self tanning gel. And it's like, while like we're all stuffing our faces and gaining a few extra pounds and getting paler by the minute. I mean, now I got tan from like Memorial Day weekend just being in my yard. But before that, I was like, you know what, this stuff actually makes me feel pretty good. Like, it makes me look like I have like a base tan, and it looks natural. So I really recommend it. But yeah, that was one thing. This, like, press on nails and, you know, a little makeup has kind of helped me not look like a slob. But.
And like, birds with one stone, like a lot of people in my industry are doing at-home care kits. My friend Jen, nail care, it's in Henrietta. She's amazingly talented with gel nails. She's making like nails and sending them to people that are fit to their nail bed. So to support local people, look on like places that you would typically go to, like Mackenzie's. She's killed it with like home care kits, nail kits, like bath soaks, other places that you would typically go to get your skin done. Check out their websites and check out their Facebook pages and stuff, and see if they are providing any at-home care kits to kind of like support them and make yourself feel good while we're going through all this. I'm doing the same thing. I've been using L'Oreal's like mousse spray stuff.
I think I've seen that. Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah, whatever makes you feel good, guys, you know, like, don't be ashamed. So, Crystal, your connection's a little
it's
spotty.
not vanity. Oh, it's
yeah.
maybe Is it
It's kind of
still?
hard to hear you. I was going to say, I know I just heard you bring up the word vanity, and today's theme, like I brought up
Should I?
authentic pride as part. It's okay because, but I mean, we live in the age of the selfie, where people coming off being vapid by nature or like self-obsessed is a thing, being in the beauty industry. I mean, I think you pretty much just gave it to us, but what is your perspective on self-care? I mean, how do you convince others that, self-care is just as important externally as it is internally,
And
you know?
mentally.
Yeah.
So you know my cousins are cooks. My cousins are chefs, I should say. They own restaurants. And sometimes they will have me go to their restaurant and cut their staff's hair because they say, if you look good, you cook good. And like
Yeah.
in that aspect, if you just everybody's different. So I'm not saying you need to get Botox and you need to have your eyebrows tattooed and you need to have your nails done in order for you to be a decent human. It's a different level for everyone else, for everybody,
Sure.
So whatever makes you feel good is what you should or shouldn't be doing.
Yeah.
And don't be afraid to be yourself. Don't be afraid to wear like a ball gown and a flower on a random Monday.
At 8 in the morning. Well, Crystal, I mean, I wish you so much luck, on your first week back, and thank you for making the time to be with us today. I know it's like not easy to squeeze in time right now, and you got a lot on your mind, so thank you. And I really hope to see you again soon. Speaking of time, we're running out of it, so I want to bring Mr. Adam James back to rock us out one more original song.
Well,
What do you got, Adam?
That was a very illuminating
Thank you, Crystal.
conversation. I had no idea about the nails. Like I knew that there was a difference between the gel nails and the press-ons, but I learned more than I ever anticipated I would. So thank you guys for that.
Anytime, Adam. That's what we're here for.
Well, this song's going to be my next single. It's kind of a true story, actually, and it's about one of the things about. Did you ever remember hearing about the Batavia Clippers?
No.
Oh, really?
I don't think so.
Not much of a baseball fan, eh?
Nah. I'm a
okay.
music and art dork.
Yeah, it's okay. Me too. Anyway, but I'm just gonna play the song. But this is gonna be my next single. It's called Farm Team, and it's about AAA ball, AAA baseball, and my
Awesome.
dad and all that stuff. So. All those small town boys with big league dreams, we saw them play on the high school teams and hoped we'd see them on TV someday. Crack of the bat, the roar of the crowd. When the lights come on, this place shuts down. It means so much to this little town, always. Everybody's dreams are riding on that rawhide rocket flying over the fence and out into the stars. If the big leagues come a-calling, it's a victory for us all, 'cause most dreams round here never leave the park. It don't matter if you're on the field or sitting in the seats. Everybody's on the farm team. Dad took me to my first game. We had third row seats behind first base. He said this was Granddad's favorite place to be. Time stood still that August night. was a championship tied in the night. When the home team won, I thought I saw him cry. Maybe everybody's dreams are riding on that rawhide rocket flying over the fence and out into the stars. If the big leagues come a-calling, it's a victory for us all, 'cause most dreams around here never leave the park. Don't matter if you're on the field or sitting in the seats, everybody's on the farm team. All those small town boys with big league dreams, and grow up, settle down, and raise families. But at the start of every season, they still pack the bleachers, 'cause like everyone here, they're still believers. Everybody's dreams are riding on that rawhide rocket flying over the fence and out into the stars. If the big leagues come calling, it's a victory for us all, 'cause most dreams around here never leave the park. It don't matter if you're on the field or sitting in the seats, everybody's on the farm team. The farm team.
Mr. Adam James Diebold. Make sure you guys check out his music. Adam, thank you so much. It's such a pleasure to see you again and to hear you.
Too. Thanks for inviting me.
Of course. So I want to share with you all what I've learned about pride. So as I mentioned earlier, pride generally has a pretty bad rep, but there's two different kinds of pride. There is hubristic pride and there is authentic pride. Hubristic is what we generally associate pride with being as egotistical or vain, while authentic pride is what motivates us to progress and to work diligently towards embracing ourselves and achieving our goals. Two very different sides. So to have authentic pride is to honor our own value and strengths in order to keep us motivated and confident in our pursuit to fulfill our passion and to achieve our goals. So often we put ourselves last because we fear being labeled as being self-indulgent by putting ourselves first. Listen, whatever makes you feel more confident, beautiful, more accomplished, whatever makes you feel happy, inside and out, whatever motivates you to do more, to succeed, it is up to you to do what's right for you. To recognize and to be able to say, I have worth, I am beautiful, I deserve more. Most importantly, to believe those words and to know deep down that those words couldn't ring any more true, that is pride that we should strive for and never feel shame in having. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Again, thank you to my guest, Adam James Diebold. Thank you to Crystallia of Salon, Crystallia in Rochester, New York. Thank you to our sponsors, Electronic Merchant Systems, the Jewish Home of Rochester, Untamed Events, to all of our Patreon sponsors. If you enjoy our show and would like to support us, we have some amazing advertising opportunities. If you'd like to be a part of that, make sure you check us out at patreon.com/afternoon cocktail talk show. And I will look forward to seeing you all again this Wednesday. We have a brand new show at 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. You guys have an awesome day. And you know what? Treat yourselves well because you deserve it. Take care.